Hi Taylor, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. So I was able to watch you walk, and you had said you were having some trouble with falling, with curves, and just walking in general. So that's what we're going to work on today. So what I saw with your walking was that your toe was going down in this direction during your swing, which is when you're swinging your leg around during walking. And so we want to try to work on fixing that today. So what we're going to do is put a machine called an FES machine, which is right here, which I will set you up with in a little bit. And we're going to put some electrodes right here, and what that machine will do will help your foot go up like this towards the sky, which will clear your foot and help you with that tripping. Okay? So I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to go through a bit of an explanation, and don't feel like you need to be able to take it in all at once. It's a lot of information. Okay? And then once we're done setting this FES machine up, then we'll move you to the treadmill. Okay, so can I have you lift your toe up towards the sky? Perfect, and I'm just feeling for that muscle that we're going to put the electrodes on. All right. Okay, so I'm just setting up the machine. I'm going to do NMES setting. I'm going to customize that. And I'm going to do pulse rate at 45 pulses per second. And what we can do is, if you're feeling uncomfortable with that, we can increase this, or if you're feeling fatigued, we can decrease the pulse rate. I'm going to put it on asymmetrical waveform, and cycling is going to be synchronous, and ramp time's 1, but once we put this switch on, which will help me be able to assist you during walking, that will override the ramp time. Okay? And pulse width is going to be at 350, which is a nice equal range between 200 and 400, which is the average range. Okay, so I'm going to start turning it up, and let me know if you feel it. It should feel like a little bit of a tingling sensation.
I feel a little bit of a tingle.
Okay. Let me know. Is that feeling comfortable at all?
No, it's not uncomfortable.
Okay. And that's exactly what we want to see, is your foot going up towards the sky, just like that. So I'm going to turn it back down, and we're going to walk over to the treadmill and get you started on using FES with the treadmill. Okay, I'm going to help you get up and hold on to your gait belt for you. All right, let me lower you down. And let's walk over. All right, Taylor, I've got you. Don't worry. Okay, go ahead and hold on to the treadmill for me. I'm going to turn up the speed. First, I'm going to get this set up where it was before. At 25 intensity. All right, let's get you going. Okay, I'm going to start pressing the heel button. All right, and do you feel that helping you get your foot up towards the ceiling?
Yeah, I definitely do.
All right. Okay, very nice job. So what we'll do from here is we'll start progressing you with speed. We will eventually get to the point where you don't need to hold on so much. And we'll also help you work on your hip and your knee, because you're also having some difficulties there as well. And eventually we'll get you to where you can be on your own off of the treadmill, walking without the FES, and that's our final goal. So great job today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Betty. So I know know that we talked about how you're frustrated with the fact that you have been tripping and falling just during walking and also going over curbs. So I want to work on that today. So after watching your gait, which is just walking, I noticed that when you are swinging your leg through, your toes kind of drop like this. So what we want to do is work on getting your toes up towards the sky. So what we're going to do is use this device called an FES, and what it's going to do is it's going to stimulate the nerve in your muscle to bring your toes up at the right time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to the machine and get you used to how it feels, and then we're going to go to the treadmill and test it out. And we use this hand switch right here, and I'm going to cue the machine to have you help put your foot up, and hopefully we'll work on teaching you how to do this on your own. Okay? So before I start, let's have you lift your foot up into my hand, and I'm just going to feel if that muscle toes to the sky, toes to the sky. Great, so you have a nice strong muscle right here, so I'm going to put these electrodes over. And then I'm going to turn the machine on. And how it's going to feel is it's going to feel kind of like a pricking sensation. It shouldn't be uncomfortable, but if it is, we can always adjust the settings. So it shows on nice and tight. So I'm going to customize your settings, and we're going to have it at 45 pulses per second, so this should be enough that it's comfortable but still making your muscle work hard. And if it gets uncomfortable, we can always change that. We want an asymmetrical waveform. Then I'm going to put the ramp time at 1 second right now, but then when I use the switch, it'll override that. The pulse width is going to be 350. Once again, hopefully that's comfortable but still making you work. Okay, and our max intensity is at 100, minimum intensity is 0. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is start turning up the stimulation. Are you feeling it?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So see that? That's what we want to see. Okay? So now we're going to turn this down again. And we're going to walk over to the treadmill. Now I already put a gait belt on you earlier for safety. But let me bring this down. And put this in up. Okay, go ahead and step up whenever you're comfortable. Okay, and then go ahead and hang on for me. Okay, I'm going to turn this up to 1 mile an hour. Are you ready for me to turn it up for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to turn up on the stimulation. Okay, and so see how during that phase it makes you lift your toe up, and see how you don't drag your toe?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So how we're going to progress from here is we're going to hopefully have you practice more with this FBS, and then hopefully we'll make it so you are able to do it on your own. We'll work on strengthening those muscles, work on practicing breaking up the other parts of your gait that need work, like your knee and your hips, just to get that typical gait pattern back. And then we're going to hopefully have you do less assistance and be really happy with your gait pattern. Sound good?
Yep.